Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your March 2023 reading. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Cancer. I was about to say what's going on for March. What's going on with my words this morning? That's the big question. Oh, interesting. Let's see what else we got. Nice card. Looks like you're bossing up this month. Oh, interesting. Okay, where do I want to put that? All right, let's take a look at your cards. First up, we have the Page of Cups. Then we have the Emperor. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, probably a lot of planning, a lot of thinking, and a lot of hard work, I'm guessing, or you've been doing a lot of hard work. I say this for a few reasons. Okay, first off, let's talk about the beginning of the month. So at the beginning of March, you're coming into the month in this Page of Cups energy. I see that there is some kind of news message, whatever, coming for you, okay? This is something that, it's either something that you've been waiting to hear, okay? It's a message or even a decision of some sort that you've been waiting on. You're kind of like, okay. It's like, how do I put this? It's like whatever this message or information or news coming in is, it's going to open up an avenue for you. It's like, okay, I want to do this thing or I want to go this way, but I can't until I know this, until this has been completed, divulged, however you want to put it. So you're waiting on this for some reason and take it to suit your situation, right? I think that message does come, right? And it's sometime in the beginning of the month, and this propels you through the energy of the rest of the month, which is the Emperor, which is fantastic. It's a leadership card, right? It's taking charge, it's getting stuff done. And it's not, usually not just doing stuff yourself, right? It could be in that you're taking charge of your life, you're taking charge of your finances, you're taking charge of your health, you're taking charge of something and you're running with it. So whether you're delegating to other people or not, really doesn't matter. The point is you are the leader now through the month of March. And then when we look at the end of the month with the Nine of Wands, it's like this could go one of two ways. So it depends. This will differ for all of you depending on your situation. Either you're going down a path, this thing that you wanted to do or pursue or whatever, take charge of, and it's turning out maybe to be more work than you thought, or it's just not exactly what you pictured and you're kind of wondering like, oh, should I... Like, I know I've made a lot of strides in just a short period of time, but is this something I really want to continue with? Or similar energy, but it's like, okay, I understand what's going on. Like, I see how things are unfolding. It's a little crazy. It's a little busy. I'm a little maybe overwhelmed or overloaded. And that's okay. I think I'm fine with that. I just need to regroup, right? So it's needing to look at things maybe from a different perspective or just kind of take stock and make sure that the path you want to go on is the one you actually take, right? So if you need to switch gears, then you can before you have put too much into whatever this is. So I hope that makes sense. So we're getting our oracle cards now to find out what's this about a little more in depth, right? We're getting a little more clarification on what's happening. So, heads up, there's an extended version. Yes, that's right. I'm going to do an even deeper dive over on Patreon. So in the description box, all the info for that. Also, my Amazon links if you want to buy cards and the links to the deck reviews that I do on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see all that in the description box below. If you're not watching it on YouTube, you should pop over there and have a look. Yeah, great idea. Most of my content happens on YouTube, so there is that. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? Okay, oh, gonna need my glasses. May as well get them now. Okay, that is, yeah, okay. Oh, hang on a second. I just leave these on. I don't know why I take them off half the time. Okay, so we're looking at the cards under the Page of Cups. I'm like reading ahead, so spoiler alert. The first card is Rhinoceros, and this is around moderation. And then we have the Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. It's almost like this Page of Cups message energy, whatever it is coming in to say, we know you really want to move forward with this, but don't be like a bull in a china shop, okay? Moderation is key right now. Slow and steady, right? We'll see what happens in the extended. I wonder if the Knight of Pentacles is going to show. But anyway, point is that you don't want to move too quickly on this. A good leader isn't going to just push and push and push people to push things through to get it done. A good leader is going to look at the big picture, right? And let whoever needs to be down in the weeds working on it, let them do that, right? There has to be that good line of communication between the two, and make sure that you're working in tandem, in unison. You see what I'm saying? And then where this is saying, I'm in service, right, to divine love, and I move the way love asks me to move. This is how you need to roll, okay? This is how you need to roll. It's not just about listening to your gut. I'll say that all the time. You know, High Priestess energy, whenever she shows up, listen to your gut, right? This is also listen to your heart. So I don't think your heart, truly, if you're listening to it, is going to push you forward into something you're not quite ready for. Maybe that's why the Nine of Wands is showing up, because you've moved too quickly. It's not that you can't go where you want to go, but you're pushing too hard or moving too fast. Then when we look at the cards that came out under the Emperor, we have vision. So it says visualize, imagine, and foresee. There you go. What do you want? Plan, right? Research, do all that kind of stuff before you move too quickly. Yes, you can move forward, right? But in like baby steps, right? Don't charge forward too hard. But while you are moving forward, really start visualizing how you want this to unfold. What do you want this to look like once you get to the end of March, then you're moving into April, right? How do you want this to move going forward? The other card that came out is career. So very obvious, this is around career, finance, business, that kind of stuff. It's definitely around like the money making kind of thing, right? Income streams and whatnot. That, or whatever this is, could actually turn into a career. Okay, you could actually, like if it's a passion project that you're working on, you could turn this into a career. That has come up because it's not to do it now. Okay, the important message is you don't have to do it now. This is the planning stage. This is the thinking, right? Baby steps, but thinking about where this could lead. So if you want to make a career out of this, or if this is your career and you want it to expand and grow, then this is what you need to think about. What does that look like? When we look at the Nine of Wands, the first card that came out, what is this? Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Probably with yourself. Remember how I was saying, like, you don't want to push too hard, too quickly. Don't want to move too fast. Well, this is either of your own doing, right? It's either of your own doing, or if somebody or something external to you is pushing, put up those boundaries and don't feel bad about it. Not at all. Because otherwise, let's see, I have a feeling this might be external. We'll see what comes up in the extended, in the external position, but maybe that's why the Nine of Wands is here too, because you're like, I need a break because whoever this is, person, people, they're pushing so hard and I can't, it's too much, right? Need to take a break and regroup so that I'll have that energy to keep moving forward. The other card that came out under the Nine of Wands is vulnerability and freedom. Exactly what I was just talking about. You need to be able to set those boundaries. You have to speak up. That's the vulnerability. You can't feel guilty or bad or like a failure or whatever because you need help or you need a break or you need to be able to say, you know what, this is not realistic. Boom. No, here's what I'm capable of. But for the rest, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to let me figure it out, or you're going to have to let me hire the resources, whatever that looks like to you, right? So that's vulnerability. And the freedom part is that load lifting, right? So that you don't move from the Nine of the Ten of Wands, which is a burden, right? Ten of Wands is a burden, but it's coming to an end. So this can end that, oh my gosh, feeling. It's like the weight is lifted. but only if you establish those boundaries and you speak up about what it is that you need and you want as well. Wants are just as important as needs sometimes, depending on the situation. So now that we've looked at each of the tarot cards and sort of what the energy is around them, we're going to kind of pull the story together. I'm going to pull 3 cards and we're going to see what the overall picture looks like. And we'll end it off with an advice card. Before I move on over to the extended, who we got? Whoa, I just threw a big chunk out there. Not taking those, but I'll take that guy. Ooh, nice card. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so the first card, we have Orca, which is song lines, which is like bloodlines. If there's any family stuff attached to this, you're going to need to address it. So let's say it's a family business that you're talking about. There's going to be a heavy family component in here. So maybe it's, you know, if you're the daughter and it's your parents who own the business and they're the ones pushing you to do this, that, the other thing, those are the people who are connected to this. Bloodlines also, I'm going to say this because, yeah, bloodlines are bloodlines. We know what they are. It's your blood relatives, right? But in this case, because it's song lines, I'm going to say anyone you are deeply connected to. So it could be like a best friend if you guys work together, you're in business together. Your significant other, someone you have a really deep connection with, or long-term, like invested in the relationship you have with them. Try and think of the word relationship. So there's that. So it could be whoever that is. So that's just coming up to highlight that. This is where the whole boundaries thing comes in. Then the next card is the crumbling. And it says, what are you clinging on to? What are you hanging on to? That might be holding you back. I know it feels like you're really pushing forward, but if you're clinging to like the old patterns and old ways of being, like, yeah, but we'll go back to the family business analogy, right? So, you know, yeah, but my dad always comes to me with last minute stuff, and then, you know, but I have to do it because he's my dad, and if not, then customers are going to be mad and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but you can't operate that way. You know you can't operate that way anymore because of this 9 of Wands that showed up, right? The crumbling feels very much like a tower moment. Tower in the tarot, right? So to me, this is saying, listen, you know what? You're going to have to let stuff just, it's probably not going to be easy and it's going to feel uncomfortable. But if you step into your Emperor energy, you do what you have to do in order for things to move forward in a way that works for you. You're going to have to do that. And I know it sucks when you have to do that kind of stuff, but think about that freedom that you're going to gain and the weight that's going to be lifted when you do. The last card is luck. It says, does that say enter? I really need my glasses again, sorry. Enter, leap, and fly. Luck is on your side, but you have to decide how it is you want to move forward. What are you going to put into this? Are you going to set up those boundaries? Okay, if you do, then luck is on your side. If you don't, well, good luck, right? So there we go. Your advice card, self-acceptance. Ooh, do not change for anybody or anything, right? Dig right into exactly who you are and be unapologetic about it. There we go. So we're going to leave it there. Very cool reading. I'm liking it. There's some good potential here for you. Again, I'm going to say it's probably around work life, right? Your work life, your career, your business kind of thing. But at the end of the day, my friend, you are the Emperor and you can do anything you want. So there we go. We're going to wrap it up there. So hopefully we'll see you in the extended. And yeah, until I see you again, I'm going to wish you much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Cancer. Bye.